Hey y'all, hey, this is Coffee with Friends, and I am raw to the bone. Good morning, Brandzilla. Good morning, Ansel. Good morning, y'all. I miss y'all. Listen, months ago I said my job was gonna job me. I was gonna be working and working and working, and my hours of work was going to fluctuate to more earlier in the morning meetings, and that's what's happening. Yesterday, I ended up actually in the office. I had to be in the office for an event that was happening yesterday. And so I woke up late this morning, y'all. You know, work has been busting my ass. And the crazy thing is I felt, real playful yesterday, right? So I went to work with Mickey Mouse ears. I put my hair up in these two little buns. And everybody that stopped me was like, "Hey, Cena." Everyone was like, "Oh, your hair look cute." I said, "Yeah, I wore it because I felt like I was entering Disney World." I did, you know. But it turned out to be a great day. But I was so exhausted at the end of the day that I overslept this morning. I literally never sleep past 6 a.m. in the morning. And although my alarm clock was going off and I kept hitting snooze like I normally do, but this morning I kept hitting it more. But I'm here. Good morning. Good morning. Come on in. Happy Friday. I cannot believe we're at another weekend again. And we're in the middle of September already. And it's starting to feel and look like September out there with it being dark early in the morning, like 6 o'clock in the morning, it's dark outside. The way the sun has moved and shifted, I can tell based on how the sun shines in my apartment. It's feeling September-y out there. And yesterday when I went to work, I was on the fence with, do I wear my toes out? Do I not? Like, this is the time of the year that I start to get confused as to whether, do I pull my boots out now? Am I still wearing sandals? What are y'all doing? Are y'all still wearing sandals? Or did y'all pull y'all closed in shoes out, y'all boots and stuff like that? I need to know. I need to know what I'm supposed to be doing because I wear Crocs every damn day. When I go into the office, I wear the easiest shoe I can slip on my feet. Are we moving into boots already? I need to know. What are y'all doing? The men always have their feet closed in, so they've been wearing sneakers and Timberland all year. But what are we doing as women? Are we putting our open toe shoes away already? I mean, except when we're dressing up and going out. What are we doing? And so you said no, we're not putting our open toe shoes away yet. Okay, what about the ladies? What should I be wearing on my feet right now? Is what I'm asking. I'm confused. Oh God. I gotta spend the weekend, Ansel. Cause I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I've been seeing these little brown like flying bugs. And I've seen three. I've caught three in here so far. And I've tried to figure out what they are. And the closest thing I could find is clothing moths, right? And so I have a bunch of clothes that's stored in bins. So this weekend I gotta go through my clothes and make sure that's not what I'm seeing. Okay. And cause I have so many clothes in here and I don't go any damn where. That a lot of my clothes just sit in bins. So what I think I'm gonna do is I'm probably gonna throw all of those clothes in the washing machine, and I'm gonna get those suction bags, those plastic bags that you suck in, and suck in all my summer clothes and stuff, and put them in those bags, those vacuum seal bags, sucking bags, vacuum seal bags, to keep any moths or anything off my clothes, because I don't wear them. They're just sitting in the bins. Or maybe I should just fucking go to Goodwill and give them away. Okay, no boots yet. I've moved to tennis sneakers and loafers sometimes. Okay, so we are in the sneakers and the loafer season. I need to go. You know what? I really need to take my ass to DSW and go get me a couple of pairs of cute little flat shoes because Crocs. But when I go into the office once a week, good morning, Valerie. I have a question out there, and you're the perfect person for this question. What are we wearing on our feet right now? Have we given up our flip flops and our open toe sandals? Because yesterday I went to work with my toes out. But next week, if I go to work or the week after, what the fuck should I be putting on my feet? Brandy said sneakers. She moved into sneakers and loafers. Okay. What are we wearing on our feet, ladies, right now in September, in the middle of September? Yeah, Val, I need to get some ballerina flats. I need to go. I was thinking of running to DSW today um, and look for some flats and see what they got. Because sometime I can get some cute little shoes from DSW. You know, it's been a while since I really found a place to buy shoes. Like, I don't go to Macy's and Nordstrom's and all of them. And Nordstrom's I still go to every now and again. But I don't be finding good shoes unless I want to spend a lot of money. But I'm gonna go and check DSW out and see what they got. I just need a couple of flats that could take me from here to there. That's it. I need a black pair. Let's start with that. And I don't know. I wouldn't mind a gray. Yes, get some Hokas. I would like some Hokas too. I think I'm gonna put that on my Christmas list this year, even though Christmas looking sad. I don't know. I ain't going all out for Christmas this year. I'm not gonna do it. Mules or ballerina flats. I'm looking at some now. They are adorable. Okay. Oh, I love buckles. I love buckles, but my feet are like a little chubby. And so sometimes like when I used to wear the Tory Burch ballerina flats, the Tory Burch ballerina flats used to hurt the instep of my foot. You know, like the top of my foot. It used to hurt the top of my foot because my feet are a little bit chubby. And so the Tory Burch ballerina flats didn't work for me. They're sneakers. Child, let me see if I could pull them up here and show y'all. I'm surprised, Valerie, you don't know. Let me pull them up here so y'all can see what they are. I mean, they're not the cutest. All of them are not the cutest. I prefer the summer colors. I do. But you know, these are Hokas. So that's what a Hoka sneaker is. But I heard they comfortable as fuck. This is what they are. Cena, you got a pair of Hoka sneakers? I want a pair, but you know this. I love the summer colors, but you know, like these are cute, but it's not summertime anymore. So, and who is this? Zappos. Okay, they're only $140. That's not bad. But this is what they are. Oh, orange. You see? All right. So now we know what Hoka. Oh, these are cute. I could do these. See, these are Hokas. All right, now we know. Oh, you bought them from Burlington? Let me go. Let me go check Burlington. Really, Brandilla? Listen, let me go check inside of Burlington before I go to Zappos or someplace like that. Let me go to Burlington. We have Burlington. What's that other store we have? Kohl's. You think Kohl's might have them? I have the sock sneakers too that I got from TikTok. They comfortable as hell, but you feel like you walking on the ground. I don't think they're good for winter. I wouldn't wear them in the winter because you'd feel all the cold on the ground. I need a good pair of sneakers though. I mean, I'm just saying. In New Jersey, Ross have them on for 80. Where is Ross in New Jersey? Oh, TJ Maxx. Brandilla, yes, y'all. You know what? Fuck this. I need to get in my car and go to TJ Maxx. Right. You know, this is what when I mean when I say I have not been shopping. I haven't been doing anything. Like when people look at my life, they be like, "Oh, you live so good." Oh my God. Why? Because my apartment is so nice. My apartment been looking like this for several years because I keep it clean. Right? People look at my apartment and they be like, "Oh, she living nice." You know, so when I beg for help or reach out for help, they be like, "No, she living good. She living good. She don't need no help." Why? Because my apartment is furnished. The fuck? You know, I haven't been shopping in a long fucking time. Okay, outside of the shit that TikTok sent me for free. I'm gonna take my ass to TJ Maxx, okay? Because not only can I find cute little shoes in TJ Maxx and in stores like Ross and Kohl's and stuff like that, I can find cute little outfits too. I got to treat myself to something because especially Val, what are we doing the weekend I get there so I know what to pack? Like, I'm already sitting here saying, what am I going to wear on my feet? I got to figure out what I'm wearing. Like, what am I packing to go to Buffalo? Because I gotta book my ticket. Okay, Ansel, that was smart. All right, Brandon, let's see. Normally, I always went to I always go to Home Goods, right? Home Goods. I go to Home Goods a lot, right? TJ Maxx used to be on my list real heavy. Marshalls used to be on my list real heavy. Ross I have never been to. And Kohl's I've peeked my head in a couple of times, but Home Goods is my store. That is my store. Like I literally ban myself from Home Goods because I love doing shit in my house. And then I forget about the TJ Maxxes and shit like that because even though they got house stuff too, like I get really nice pots and pans and shit from TJ Maxx. Y'all gonna put a buzz in my ear. I done forgot all about TJ Maxx. I'm gonna have to get in my car today and hop on down to TJ Maxx. I know. Okay, bring comfy flat or a little boot is good. Okay. Home Goods is my shit. Is my shit. All right, is my shit. Today, y'all, Freestyle Friday. Good morning. Oh, Nut Nut told me to send her love to y'all and to tell y'all she misses y'all. All right. I haven't. I finally caught up to my emails. Normally, I check my emails from Nut Nut daily, but I've been so busy with work and so busy with so many other things that I have not been able to check in the emails for Nut Nut. But I did check, and I had 4 nice emails, and she told me to let you guys know that she is missing y'all. All right. Again, for those that are coming to Friendsgiving, she's going to try to schedule a video call so that we can all chat with her. Okay. I'll check it out, Brandilla. Thank you. Target, now, let me tell you something. Target is up in their game a little bit. Not from a shoe category perspective. I never go and look at any shoes in Target, but you can get some cute, like I get some cute workout stuff in Target. I get some cute little outfits sometimes in Target. You know, actually Snoop Dogg, I saw an advertisement. He's got some head wraps, some silk head wraps for your head that Target is now selling. So Target being there selling minority brands, and they be nice too. Oh yes, HomeSense. Now we did have a HomeSense. I gotta see if HomeSense is still open over here. We do have a HomeSense over here. And we did have one in Paramus. I'm not sure if we still have one. Ollie's and At Home too. Now I don't know about no Ollie's and At Home. That sound, I don't know if that's here. No, Valerie, I will tell her hello. Y'all niggas need to get on email. Let me tell y'all something. When I tell you that I am exhausted and tired and my head be all over the place. Good morning, Pat. My head be all over the place. Baby, I am the information highway for Nut Nut right now. Nobody is checking their emails. Nobody want to be bothered with the jail who scout email system. And so being that Robin has connected to the email system with Nut Nut, right? All the messages are flowing through me. Tell Nut Nut this. Nut Nut is like, tell them this, and tell this one this, and tell that one this, and remind this and remind that. And I love her. And I'm saying to myself, damn it, Roy, you got 4 years of this. You know? But I'm going to rock it out. Because I'm going to do the best that I can to get all the Nut Nuts messages around to y'all, because that's what type of support I'm willing to give. All right? But damn it, y'all, some of y'all need to get on the email so that she could talk directly to y'all, because all these messages, sometime I log on and she has 8 emails or 9 emails. Sometimes if she's having a bad day, I got a whole string of emails to read through. And I'll be like, help me. I'll be like, Fancy and Debbie, where the fuck are they? Let me ping Fancy and Debbie, because I'm going to cuss them out. Because I'm going to tell you these two. Fancy, she ain't gonna mind it. I'll tell y'all this. She be like, fuck that. Fuck that. I'm not doing them emails. Okay. And I get it. Everyone doesn't have capacity and time for everything. But the one thing that Fancy and Debbie does is they make sure Nut Nut get her money every month. Now, I forgot to send my little contribution this month, but I'm not going to forget to send my contribution for the next payday, right? I got to get on top of when they send the money. And, you know, we all playing a role here. So Debbie is responsible for sending Nut Nut money every month, collecting money from whomever, right? And Fancy is responsible for keeping keeping up with her legal matters and trying to get her transferred closer to family and friends. And I guess I'm responsible for, good morning, Shirley. I guess I'm responsible for email communications and getting messages across. And so teamwork. I mean, nobody wants to take on all responsibilities. And you know what? I appreciate this because, baby, when my son was in the Who Scout, I wish I had a village of people helping me. I wish I had someone dedicated to sending money versus dedicated to reading all the communications versus dedicated to dealing with the legal matters. Right? This is teamwork. Okay, Brendilla, I'll check it out. But New Jersey is big, so I'm not driving 2 hours to get to an At Home, but I'm gonna look at it. I can't remember. I definitely know we have a HomeSense. I will check At Home and see how far it is. Y'all know I'm a lazy driver. If I gotta drive too far, I'm not going. I'm not going. I've been trying for weeks to get up to Burlington County, which is like exit 5 on the turnpike for me, just to go eat crabs. And every time I think about getting on that turnpike to go to exit 5 to eat crabs, I be like, what? And Cena, don't think when I plan on coming out there to eat crabs that I'm not going to harass you, okay? Because you live right out there by Blue Crab where I love to go get my crabs. Okay? Exactly, Valerie. I get it. We are supporting you, supporting her. I love it. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Okay, because this is what a village support looks like. And so, even though sometimes when I go into the email, and the one thing about getting emails from inmates is if they're having a really hard time, you can't reach out and you can't hug them. All you could do is listen and try to encourage them to hold it down, right? But Nut has been through so much already that she's been in there. Since she's been in there, she's been through so much already. And so when she emails me, if she's having a hard time and she emails me 10, 12 emails, I'm understanding. I'm understanding. Okay. And I try to navigate through that and I make sure I pass messages to wherever she needs me to pass messages to. I'm counting it down 4 years. Menlo Park, Valerie, that's in Edison, New Jersey. I don't even go shopping out there no more. Woodbridge Mall is out there too. Um, that's in Woodbridge. That's in Edison, New Jersey. Um, and then you have Woodbridge. Willowbrook Mall is a nice mall too. I stay out of malls. I really, really do. I try to stay out of malls. Because one, they trigger my anxieties, and I don't like going to malls by myself because they trigger my anxieties. And when my stomach starts hurting and my stomach flips like I gotta make a number two, that's how my anxieties work. I'm sorry. I start sweating. I get a little lightheaded. I don't know, these are my anxieties. And so for many, many years, I avoid going to the mall by myself to do major shopping. Now, if I have to run to the mall to go to La Ascertain or something like that, I park my car like right near where I know La Ascertain is close to. And I go in the mall and I go straight to fucking La Ascertain and I get what the fuck I need and I leave. Thank you, Ansel. I like that. Energy efficient. I like that. Good morning, Deb. Deb, I cussed you in and Fancy out, but at the same time, I commended you guys, right? So I don't think Fancy is on here, but I was passing the message because Debbie, I'm the information highway when it comes to Nut, right? And so I cussed y'all out, everybody on here real quick. And I said, motherfuckers, y'all need to get on Core Links and get her emails. And then I said, that ain't gonna happen for some people. But the one thing that I do appreciate, Debbie, and I need you to hear this, is that although you motherfuckers have me as the information highway for emails and I gotta pass nut messages all over the world. Tell Fancy this, tell Debbie this, so and so and so. Help me with this, right? Sometimes I'll be overwhelmed, but the other times I'm like, hold up. We are doing this as a village, right, Debbie? So I appreciate it. I'm the information highway. I got the emails because Fancy said, fuck them emails, okay? But Fancy makes sure that she deals with the legal matters, trying to get her closer to us. And Debbie is responsible for collecting the money. And Debbie, I forgot to send my contribution. I did. My life is so hectic. I meant to send my contribution and I didn't even know that y'all have sent the money on 9/9, right? Don't be ashamed to poke me and say, Roy, I'm about to send money in case you want to contribute because my life be so busy. I want to throw my little monies on there, right? So the next time, send monies, count me in for my little donation, right? Because a little donation adds to the overall pot and it's better. And so I just want to say, Debbie, although I'm the information highway and I cuss y'all out, because I was like, the fuck, I really appreciate how each one of us are playing a role, right? Fancy don't have the capacity for the emails. You don't have the capacity for the emails, but you take the time to make sure she get her money on time. And Fancy takes the time to make sure her legal matters are addressed. And so we're all really doing something, right? All we need now is for Cheryl and Hillbilly to go visit her. Then we'll be in the money. Okay, everybody got a role here. I know you do, Debbie. I know you do. Listen, just when I land in Houston, can I just land and get some wine? I know I got to get there and buy my liquor and stuff like that. But just make sure there's a bottle or two waiting in the house when I get there. The fuck? I'll be happy with that. All right? And my set of keys, because don't lock me in the house and make me stay home all day. I got a girlfriend, Frenchie, there. Frenchie, y'all might meet her, Frenchie Davis. Um, y'all know who she is, right? She sang on American Idol. She sang on The Voice. She's been in The Color Purple, Broadway shows and stuff like that. She might come out to the house in Galveston to hang with us for a bit. All right. She might. Okay. If you don't know her, you'll meet her. Okay. She just moved to Houston, Texas 2 months ago. And so, okay, Valerie, let me go and approve the proposal. I'm gonna be honest, Val. I was waiting for you to approve the proposal because, baby, I cannot. I don't want my roommate to stand me up. And so I'm gonna go in today and approve the proposal, and me and you will be married as roommates. Hey, boo. Hey, boo. Now, Val, you know how I get down. And so me and you are going to work just well as roommates, just like me and Debbie would have worked fine as roommates. I think any one of y'all would have worked fine with me as a roommate, to be perfectly honest, because y'all already know how crazy I am. The fuck? If you in my room, you're going to see titties, ass. You might see my cootie cat. Valerie, I know you can handle it, right? I don't smell. I smell good, actually. I think I do. Yes, Brandilla. Okay, you remember her from American Idol. Okay. And so she might come out and visit and spend a little time with us while we're in Galveston. Okay. She has a very big personality. I love her. I love her. Okay. And so I'm excited about that. So and then who else is going to be in Houston? Oh, I have to visit Damaris' mommy-in-law, Donovan's mom. And so I have to make time for that. So I don't know if Damaris and them are going to be driving while they're there. I don't think Donovan is going to be able to make it, but Damaris will be there. I don't know. I got to figure out how I'm going to get to Mommy Jofield's house. Valerie, I don't give a damn about that snoring. Debbie snore too. All y'all bitches snore. I'm going to be too drunk to care. And Valerie, the other thing is, FYI, for anybody that's in the same room with me, I don't make a big deal about one bed versus two. I'm just saying, okay? So if I end up in a room with you and there's one giant king size bed and I like the view of my room and are you gonna, Val, you can sleep in the bed with me? I don't stink. I might fart in my sleep a little bit, but because I don't know. But when me and Maria shared a room, we slept in the same bed. We don't make a big deal about stuff like that. We don't make a big deal about stuff like that. Okay? So, with that being said, Val, I will go on and accept my proposal as well. Thank you, Val. All right. So, let's get into it. Today is September 13th. Oh, my God. For the superstitious. Oh, okay. Okay, good, Val. Good. All right, so then we easy. We easy peasy. San Antonio Riverwalk is a great place to visit. Thank you, Ansel. I would love to visit that. That sounds like, a walkable area. And I love to be outdoors. I love to work. Hi, Aquanda. And here she is talking about Happy Friday the 13th. What the? I just realized, child, it is Friday the 13th. Child. For the superstitious out there, be careful. Maybe I shouldn't go to DSW today. I'm going to sit my ass still a little bit today. I don't care. going to sit my ass still a little bit today. All right. Let's get into the positive read of the day. Okay. We are in September. This is the month of trust, right? And today's message is I believe I am enough. I am enough. How many of you truly believe deep down inside that you are enough? Now, I know right away, people are going to be like, yeah, I'm enough, I'm enough, I'm enough. But do you really feel like you're enough? Does that show up in your life, how you navigate your life on an everyday basis? Right? You are enough. Or do you doubt yourself deep in your core that when someone says, oh, you shouldn't do this or you shouldn't do that and this, you start tethering on changing who you are as a person because you want as many people to like you and accept you as possible, right? Are you comfortable with who you are? Baby, it's a great question. And it's something that you guys really need to ask yourself. Am I comfortable with who I am? If someone was to come to you and say, I don't like the way you do your hair. I don't like the way you hold your lips. I don't like the way you speak. I don't like the way you walk. Is that going to take you out of your comfort zone and inject some insecurities in you and force you to try to change so that these people can accept you more? Happy birthday, Shirley's granddaughter. Yes. 13th birthday on Friday the 13th. Oh, Lord. Fun. All right. So that's the message today. I believe that who I am is enough. So I'm going to get through this. And of course, I'm going to chime in with my own 2 cents, right? Because I've spent so many of my years early on before I stepped into this healing journey, adjusting myself, right, to accommodate other people's feelings, right? And living uncomfortably within my own body because I felt like I was walking on pins and needles, not being able to be who I am and express who I am. And it's funny how God sends messages down to you at the right time in the right place, because I didn't even know that this message was going to be the message today. But I'm going to read this and then I'm going to tell you why this message penetrates with me personally at this moment, okay? So September 13th, I experience and express the power of trust because I believe that who I am is enough. I experience and express the power of trust because I believe that who I am is enough. Okay? When you secretly feel inadequate or believe that who you are is not enough for the world, you will do more and give more than is required in order to experience fulfillment. Try as you may, it never works. Reverend Michael Beckwith, author and publisher of the 40-Day Mind Fast Soul Feast, says, you must enter every experience in life with a sense of feel fullness. With a sense of feel fullness. Feel fullness means that when you walk into any situation, you know that you have what it takes to make a valuable contribution to that experience. This doesn't mean that you should act like you know everything or project that you can do everything. It means that you are full of yourself within yourself in a very loving and positive way. This right here puts me in the mind of my current workload at work, right? You know, I'm entering new experiences all the time from a professional aspect, right? And sometimes it's scary, but I'm used to navigating through my fear. But the one thing that I know comes natural for me is that I know I make a valuable contribution, right? Even though I'm learning a lot of stuff, even though I might not have all the answers, I know deep inside that I bring a valuable contribution to whatever experience I engage in. That's how I navigate, right? That is how I navigate. And I think that's what gets me where I am in corporate America, because they will put me in roles and they know I don't have the knowledge, but there's something in me, okay, that they know I'm going to get it done somehow, because within me, I know that I'm valuable. I contribute to every experience in a valuable way. Having a sense of feel fullness gives you the advantage of knowing that you have nothing to prove. You also know that there is nothing that anyone has or can do that you cannot have or do. You are not afraid to make a mistake. Nope. I make mistakes all the time. You are not shy about telling the truth. Even when, the truth is not pretty. You establish and maintain clear boundaries, and you honor the boundaries others have set for themselves. That I'm still working on. That part I'm still working on, the boundaries, right? When you are not full, you have no boundaries. You step over other people. You also allow them to step on you. I've been stepped on, but I'm learning. Feel fullness is an affirmation that allows you to feel the fullness of your divine energy as it moves within you. Feel full of God's love for you. If at any time you are besieged with feelings of inadequacy, accept one of the many invitations of feel fullness. Should you find that for some reason it does not seem to be working for you, don't give up. Fake it until you make it. We sing it in our song. I didn't play my song this morning. Damn it. You see, I'll be out of tune. Until today, you may have denied, resisted, or ignored the gnawing feeling of inadequacy that have motivated you to give more and do more than is required in any situation. Just for today, feel full of yourself. Trust that just as you are more than enough. Today, I am devoted to sharing the fullness of who I am in this world. And that's so true. Ansel said, your opinions are great to have. You don't know how people are going to take the advice. Right. And Ansel, I'm learning not to give advice if it's not asked. Right. I'm learning to just sit there and just listen to what people say and just sit there. And when they look at me and go, you don't have anything to say, you didn't ask me to say anything. That's my I'm working on it, because I am one to offer advice or give my opinion real quick. I am guilty, right? So I'm working on myself. So when people are talking, I listen. I listen to hear if they say, what do you think? Can you help me with some advice? If they ain't asking none of that and they just talking, I'm listening. I'm doing my best. And I still find myself chewing my tongue. Because I be wanting to jump out the box and be like, what? But now I'm trying to listen, right? Inject myself when asked only. There was a Jay-Z line that I heard when I was 15, and it still helps today. Lock my body, can't trap my mind. Okay. So now that you mentioned Jay-Z, did y'all hear Lil Wayne express his feelings about how he felt about not performing the Super Bowl? I'm just confused at what's the big deal. They not like us. Yes, Ansel. That's a good one. What do y'all think? Y'all think Lil Wayne should have performed the Super Bowl? Because these people are really carrying on about this. Oh my God. And what about Shannon Sharpe? Did y'all hear the Shannon Sharpe sex live thing? He was like, you my Michelle. Let me put this dick in you. I was like, Can I tell y'all, I looked and watched that video 4 times. It sounds so good. I mean, I'm just saying. I like a talker. I like somebody to be saying some shit. Say some shit. He was saying shit. She was saying shit. And I watched and listened 4 times. Y'all saw that? Exactly, Valerie. That is my question, and that is my point. How many fucking times has the Super Bowl been in Louisiana? And I'm not big on football, but I do indulge in the Super Bowl for the entertainment aspect of it and be jumping in people's Super Bowl parties. But how many times has the Super Bowl been in Louisiana? Why is this particular Super Bowl a big deal? People are saying, now when I ask that question, people are saying because years ago, other people controlled the dynamics of what was going on in the Super Bowl. But they're saying that now that Jay-Z and etc. has some input as to the performances that happened on the Super Bowl, they feel like they have an argument here. And I'm like, no, you don't. What would Lil Wayne perform during the Super Bowl? I'm not trying to be funny, y'all. I'm really, really not. But listening to Lil Wayne tell us how he felt about not being chosen for the Super Bowl is a clear indication as to why the fuck he shouldn't be on the Super Bowl, in my opinion. Because I'm like, what is he going to sing? Lick it like a lollipop. Some bean and bang like a lollipop. What else is he going to perform? I don't understand. Makes my ass itch. What I do, Debbie? Brandon said, I don't recall any other performer repping for their city. Maybe the one in Miami. That's not standard for Super Bowl performance, though. Exactly. But this is what make my whole ass itch. I'm going to say this and I'm going to say it again. Every time shit get in black folk hands, this is what we end up with. Black folks, we need to do the fuck better. Because when the white folks was bringing in the country and the rock bands, didn't nobody give a fuck where they came from. Oh, can I back up for a minute? You know, we just read the positive vibes, right? About knowing who you are. I cuss a lot, y'all, right? And let me just say this. It was so funny because my mom is not on this morning, right? My mother wanted to tell me something so bad. You see, I live my life out loud, y'all. And she was so scared to tell me. And I hate the fact that she was scared to tell me because she shouldn't be scared to tell me anything. But she didn't want me to respond in a negative way. And so she was like, I wanted to, this is how she phrased it. How do you tell somebody something when you know it's going to irritate them, but you don't want to irritate them, but you want to tell it to them anyway? I said, just tell it. I said, who is the person you want to tell this to? And she said, me. I said, Ma, just tell me. I won't overreact, right? This is a true story, right? And so she said, her friends that live in her building, and I love them ladies, I do, right? They stopped watching my show because of the F word. Because I use the F word. All the other cuss words they could deal with, but the F word, right? And so my mother was proceeding to say, like she was hinting towards she wanted me to curve that. And the first thing I said to her was, because it was a little bit of a trigger for me, right? But my triggers are my responsibility. It's not her fault or anybody else's fault. So within myself, right, I had to calibrate what she was saying to me to make sure that when I responded, you know, it was through a thought process. And so I said to her, I can understand that, right? Everything is not for everybody, right? It's not, right? Same thing, like when we watch TV, they got stuff that's rated PG, rated R, rated X, right? So that we know that if you are a person that's sensitive to some stuff that happens in a rated R environment that's not going to be something you indulge in. And I'm okay with that, right? These are choices. Everybody is not for everything is not for everybody, right? And so that was my response to her. And then she was like, but you could change. See, there's that thing. There's that thing that I be talking about, right? When people come to you because people that you don't really know, people that you are not invested in your life, people who do not tap into your personal space, they just know of you, right? Have a requirement for you to change, to make them more comfortable. See, that's not going to happen. Because if I did that, if I evolved and I changed for every person that wanted me to tweak myself, who the fuck would I be? I wouldn't be me no more. Right? And so I respect the fact that some people don't like the F word or whatever the case may be. And I respect that. Right? The same way people have to respect I am who I am. Right? And if this program is not for you, I respect that and I'm okay with that. But do not ever ask me. Do not ever ask me to change who I am. Okay? To make you feel more comfortable. And I don't even know you at that level. It's not going to happen. With love. And I don't mean to offend or anything like that, because I do understand the position of some people. They don't like the F word. And that's okay. Right? But I am me. I am my true authentic self. And I'm no longer, and I've said this on the show so many times, I am no longer going to conform to other people's standards of who I should be. The people who love me and support me and appreciate my platform and what it stands for, this platform is about being who you are authentically, living your life authentically, healing from your traumatic experiences, right? Loving yourself for who you are, as well as making improvements. But improvements doesn't mean that you have to change who you are at the core. I mean, I don't know. Right? You know, and the reason why it was a trigger for me is because I told y'all when I was married to my husband, he used to make me put nice names like on titties and pussy and ass. Like he was like, don't call those things. Call it tatas or my breast or I was like, I ain't got time for that. It's titties and a pussy and an ass. Like he used to be so irritated that I would say those words. And I was like, what? Well, Ansel, I'm not doing a sex scene. I don't know what that has to do with what we're talking about, but I don't particularly watch sex movies with elderly, with the older people, right? I don't. And I mean, I don't. And then if a sex scene comes up, we just watch it like, I mean, I don't know. My grandmother used to complain when the sex scenes came on. I'm just saying. And, you know, it's so funny because my mama be cussing too. She dropped the F-bomb and stuff, but she just dropped it when we on the phone with each other, right? But because this is a public platform and people join, imagine if I had to tweak myself based on what everybody like. It ain't gonna happen. With love, okay? And so I wanted to put that out there because, you know, one of my aunts stopped joining because for the same reason. She feels I cuss too much. But, you know, people fucking kill me. People fucking kill me. Okay? Because when motherfuckers was on drugs and out in the street hoeing and shit like that, none of that mattered. Right? But some of these same people want to come on my platform and be like, you shouldn't do this and you shouldn't do that. No, niggas, I do what I want. Right? So I don't mean to purposely offend anyone on this show, but if you know me or if you want to get to know me, you'll know that that's just how I speak. I don't mean no harm. Okay? Period. With love. All right? All right. So, guys, what are we talking about on Freestyle Friday? Debbie and Fancy always got some shit going on in the chat. Going on in the chat. Let me see. Oh, I'm looking at the wrong chat. I was trying to grab a topic from okay, so I want to play something for y'all, okay? Give me a second. Okay. I'm going to play something for y'all because it's funny as fuck. Cheryl Lee said, there are words that are socially acceptable that are worse cursing on people than what they call cuss words. Fuck out of here. Exactly, Cheryl Lee. I don't know. Right, let me share this with y'all and let me play this for y'all. Oh, wait, I gotta do it again.
Oh, they don't think I'm done. Oh, baby, they finna think I'm...
Oh.
Friend. Oh, they don't think I'm done.
Oh, baby, they finna think I'm done.
Dumbest thing you did for a man who didn't deserve it, friend. Oh, they don't think I'm done. Oh, baby, they finna think I'm done too, and it's fine. I learned the lesson, though. And to show up good faith, I'll go first. I paid for the flight. First flight. To go to Miami to see the Miami Heat play. That man was on the phone down there the whole time. And one time I overheard him tell his baby mother that he was going to work for them. Girl, I almost threw up. Oh my God. Oh my God. No. No, he did it. Yeah. Oh, man. Oh, you didn't deserve it. Oh, I'm going to tell this story. But, and just to say, we are still friends to this day, and this person is doing extremely well. But Lord knows, when we was together, he had a child. He had twins problems in the relationship. He had twins on child support. They all put him on child support. He lost his Camaro because he couldn't pay the car note. He lost where he lived at. And I stayed with him and convinced my mom to. I love you, friend. I'm going to hold your hand when I say this. Girl, what was you thinking? I wasn't, friend. That was the problem. You don't have to tell no more if you don't want to. I don't want to. Hey, friend, are you okay? Okay. I'm gonna let it play again. What's the dumbest thing you did for a man who didn't deserve it, friend? Oh, they don't think I'm done. Oh, baby, they finna think I'm done too, and it's fine. I learned the lesson though. And to show up good faith, I'll go first. I paid for the flight. First flight. To go to Miami to see the Miami Heat play. That man was on the phone down there the whole time. And one time I overheard him tell his baby mother that he was going to work for them. Girl, I almost threw up. Oh my God. Oh my God. No. No, he did it. Yeah. Oh, man. Oh, you didn't deserve it. Oh, I'm going to tell this story. But, and just to say, we are still friends to this day, and this person is doing extremely well. But Lord knows, when we was together, he had a child. He had twins. So what do y'all think? What is the dumbest thing you have done for a man? That shit was hilarious. She said she paid for a whole flight to go to see Miami Heat, right? And the guy that she was with called his baby mama and basically lied about where he was. Okay? And the other woman, you heard her story. Her man had babies on her, and she moved him into her house with her and her mama.
What is the dumbest thing you have done for a man that you learned your lesson from? Right. And men for women, we can answer the other way. And men for women, what is the dumbest thing you've done for your significant other? I'm thinking. I'm thinking. I'm sure I did a lot of dumb shit. I got a chicken on my bracelet to attest to that. But I don't know. I think I would have threw up too if I paid for a first class flight and this nigga was on the phone talking to his baby mama talking about he's someplace else. What's the dumbest thing you've done for a significant other that you regret? See, these videos are a reminder to me. It's a reminder to me to pay attention, all right? Because I don't ever want to be in a position where, again, because I'm sure I've done some dumb stuff, to where I'm doing some dumb stuff for a man that's not pouring into me. Oh, God. Aquanda said, okay, let me put this back up here. What is the dumbest thing you did for a man? Aquanda said, all woman, I should say all woman, okay? Aquanda said, got my ex name tattooed on my wrist. Who else on here got an ex tattooed on them? That is dumb. No. His whole name, not just the initial, because with the initial, you could change that up a little bit. Your ex's name tattooed on your wrist. You still got that tattoo, Aquanda, or did you get it covered up? Anybody else? Oh, y'all some good people on here. Y'all ain't do no dumb shit. I think my dumbest shit that I did was stay with a man for 20 years, knowing that he had one foot out the door and one foot in, right? Convincing myself that time would heal the wounds that have entered into our relationship. And back then I had staying power. Too much staying power for someone that didn't have the same staying power for me, right? Because if they did, they wouldn't have done the shit that they did. So to me, that was the dumbest thing I did. And I wasted a lot of money across those years, right? We invested in homes. We did a lot of stuff together, thinking that we were going to grow together. And ultimately, that did not happen, okay? And so for me, that is the dumbest thing that I've done. And to this day, that sticks with me as a trauma, because as I navigate through my new relationships, there is a sense of insecurity in me. When I'm in a relationship, this is my honest, when I'm in a relationship, there's a sense of insecurity in me, I guess driven by fear that I'm going to invest years into a relationship that's not worthy. And so this is why when I navigate through my relationships in current times, I'm navigating real different, right? Because I need to be comfortable. I need to feel a sense of security in the relationship before I start boasting it and screaming it out loud to the winds, right? And so I feel like I've learned from my dumb mistakes. And that's probably why my exit from my ex, my last ex, was a lot easier, because and I know deep down inside on his part, he thought I was going to react the same way that I reacted to the ex that I was with for 20 years, where he was going to be able to come in the door whenever he wanted. But no, I shut that down. I threw up such strict boundaries. No matter, even though my mind sometimes was like, oh my God, you can answer his call or you can respond to his text. In my mind, I was like, you know what? Fuck that. Okay, you need to stick to your boundaries. And I did. Even up to the last time he texted me with some text out of the blue, out of nowhere, I never responded, because I said, you know what? I'm not getting sucked in to what I've been sucked into before. You're not going to keep lines of communication open with me and try to be my friend, okay? Because when we were in a relationship, you didn't try to keep lines of communication open with me and you were not trying to be my friend. So fuck out of here, okay? And that's how I navigate now. And so I'm not, I'm trying not to do the dumb things anymore, okay? Like, I don't put what my ex-husband, the first car that we had was in my grandmother's name, right? And because she was able to get lower interest rate than we could. And that was a dumb mistake because I put the car in my grandmother's name, but my husband drove it. My ex-husband drove the car most of the time. And he was cheating on me and driving women around in the car. And I ultimately got the car towed. I gave the car back. I stopped paying the car note, called Bank of New York. That bank is no longer here. Called Bank of New York and was like, I can't afford this car. I'm not paying for it anymore. Because I felt like, why am I contributing to a car when you cheating on me, nigga? Go get your own shit, right? And so I feel like all those past learned lessons that I've experienced helped me detach from my last relationship a lot easier and help me stick to my boundaries, right? As long as we are learning our lessons from the dumb shit that we've done with previous significant others, it's okay. It's okay to accept the fact that you were dumb at one time. It's okay. Ain't nothing to be embarrassed about. We are human beings, and a lot of us are navigating out of past experiences. And so I openly admit that I was picking my men based on subconscious behaviors that I grew up around, that I've experienced, right? That are really truly toxic behaviors, but deep down inside, I normalized those behaviors. See, I always had a dad that was taken care of by women. Okay. And so when I pick my men, I'll be like, oh, it's okay that I pull up to the bumper and help take care of him. But these days and times, even though my heart still moves that way, I am cautious as to how much help I give to the next person because I do not want to put myself out there anymore, right? And then get left scrounging and trying to rebuild my life. Like I have had to rebuild my life from a financial aspect so many times, right? So many times. And the 20-year relationship that I was in contributed to that, right? And so at this point in my life, I don't have, like Cheryl Lee said, I got more years behind me than in front of me. I don't have all those years to waste, right? And so I need a different level of security at this point in my life. I've done some dumb stuff. The fuck? My ex gave a guy my phone number when he tried to holler at her. Why would he give her your phone number? True, it wasn't an ex when the tattoo was placed dead, but shit, you don't know. It's no guarantee. It's not like, a tattoo is supposed to be permanent. You can get them removed, but you leave like scarring and shit on your body. So for me, to get a tattoo of somebody else's name, like a boyfriend, that's a bit much for me, right? Because there's no guarantee you're going to be with him. I mean, there's no guarantee you're going to be with your husband, but at least let it be your husband. At least let it be your husband. That's how I feel. I don't have no man's name written on me. I don't have my son's name on me. I don't have my grandkids' names on me. None of them, right? Not because I don't love them, but because I just don't put names on me. I don't. Now, my brother, on his back, he got portraits of me, my mother, and his daughter on his back. And he got his mother's name on his neck. I was like, why did you? He said, because that's my mama. I was like, okay. She always going to be your mama irregardless, so I guess that's okay. You know? What is the dumbest thing you've done for a significant other? Something that you know you would never do again. Why would an ex Ansel give? And what happened? I need to know what happened. How was that? I don't understand what the outcome, what the expected outcome of that was going to be. Because, baby, don't fucking call me. Nobody's woman or side piece, or I don't give a fuck, better call me with some nonsense. This is why I be trying to keep my personal dating life off of social media, right? Because I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear the noise, right? I don't want the noise. I don't want the noise. You know? Don't call me. Don't jump in my inbox. Don't call me. Don't do none of that shit. So I don't know what the purpose of giving her your phone number was. Or giving him your phone number. Like, that was crazy to me. Did you answer? Did you talk to him? Because, did you? I'm going to play something else for y'all.
Hello?
I'm going to play something else for y'all.
Hello? Hello? I can't hear you, baby. Y'all got all these headphones on. Y'all can just talk to me. You know, I don't got no damn headphone or microphone. I don't know why y'all be coming up here like Radio Raheem. Hello?
Can you hear me now?
I can. You want to use your old headphone and headset?
Yeah, I'm on my iMac, so I'm on my phone, and yeah, it's not
Okay. Okay. I guess you got it set up. What's your name, baby?
Chaz,
Chaz, where you calling me from?
Virginia Beach,
Virginia Beach. How old are you?
37.
37. What you do for a living?
I run a consulting firm.
You run a consulting firm.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have any kids?
I do.
How many children?
I have 2.
2 kids. How old are your kids?
16 and 11.
What about the same woman?
Yep.
Yeah. Have you ever been married?
Kind of, sort of. It's yeah and no. What's that?
Yeah, no.
Okay, so I deployed to Iraq, and I didn't want to leave my. If I got killed, I want to make sure my kids were good. So I did a marriage by proxy, which is where 2 parties stand in your place, and I married the woman that I met in AIT. So and we have 2 kids.
And then when you realized that you were going to be living, you got a divorce?
Well, no, I came back. This was like 2010. It just wasn't a good match. We're really good friends, but it just wasn't the best fit for me. So I started a divorce and went from there. Yeah.
Is she a black woman?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, so you married her just in case you could live with being married with her if you died, but you couldn't live with being married with her if you had to live.
Well, it's not that straightforward. So initially how it happened, we were dating at AIT. We were, lovebirds, if you will. And then I got to Germany, deployed to Iraq. She was pregnant. So I was making sure she was good. So I took care of her finances, all of her obligations, as well as mine, which as an E3, that's a heavy burden to play. So in the military, if you get married, you of course get more compensation. So that was one factor. And then the fact that I felt if I got killed, that I want to make sure my family was good in my absence. So all those things considered, I did the best option I could, which is by proxy. She agreed to it as well. And we got married. I came back to United States, and I'm gonna say I was wild in my 20s. I learned a lot from it, and I just knew I was 20 years old when I got married. So, and I just knew I was not ready for it, but I wanted to make sure I took care of my kids. So
comment section that said, I forget, I think it was Sin W said, Kendra, stop using your projection and putting your thoughts and let him tell his own story. I think she's referring to when I said, so you can be married to your wife if you pass away. But
I'm just gonna fast.
Yeah, I think that's, yeah, I'm kind of lost. I wasn't expecting to get on the show, so.
Wait, let's go back.
I don't, well,
Wait, I got
someone that, you know, always taking care of things around me.
Well, you realize being married ain't gonna work. So Sin W Ho, listen, that's why I said that. Now back to you, Chaz.
Yeah.
I got to cuss these damn cousins out of mine. Sometimes, you know, we're a real family over here. Sometimes I cuss their ass out.
Okay.
Sometimes I love on them. But lately, back to you, Chaz, because I know you new to the family. We welcome you to the barbecue. What are your deal breakers?
Deal breakers. Let me think here. Someone that's not open-minded. I'm someone that's not an avid learner. I'm a sapiosexual, so I'm an avid learner. I love to learn. I'll go to the grave, learn something new. So someone that's open-minded, someone that also is gracious, someone that's a woman. Like, I meet a lot of women in my field, and it's different. Like I said, I'm raising women as well. So, and I've always taken care of things around me, my kids, even still my ex. We're on good terms. I have a thing about the kid situation. So, most people at my age, when I have kids, I would just ask that it's very well managed. Before I decided to put myself out back in the market, I made sure that I took care of all those problems, which is why I have full custody of my kids too. So someone that's really got a good grasp on their affairs, and someone that also can have fun after the professional time frame. So open-minded, womanly like, someone that you know, has a good, you know, family background. I come from a 2-parent household, and I understand that's not everybody's story, but someone that has a sense of family, a sense of just a sense of growth, that kind of thing. I would prefer someone that probably has more control of their day to day as well. So that would be a pretty, you know, nice thing to have. So.
Okay, and what are your deal breakers?
Well, I've worked very hard to make sure I have a very peaceful life. So someone that also has a peaceful life, no drama. I've dated women before that have, you know, of course, the ex-husbands, stuff like that. And it's always, it becomes, I become a threat to them in some capacity. So,
husbands find you as a threat.
Exes, yeah. I've been in.
Why is that?
I don't know, but you can always tell. It's like how women, you can understand other women's energy, and men can understand other men's energy. I can feel it, I can sense it, and when it's not controlled very well between the two exes, it can become a problem for the new current guy that's in a relationship, which would be me. So someone that has a manage on that. But deal breakers, it's kind of hard to. I didn't think this through before I came to your show. But let me think. Deal breakers. Someone that just doesn't have their affairs managed. Honestly, someone that hasn't really found themselves. I don't date atheists, so that would be a deal breaker for me. I think that's. I'm kind of lost. I wasn't expecting to get on the show, so.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
All right, well, you're doing okay. I got a lot of people that paid to ask you questions. Let me
I'm
read some of these to you real quick.
Okay.
All right, so they're asking about your watch. Melvin Elephant said, can you ask him about the watch he got on? If so, ladies, he's rich. What kind of watch are you wearing?
This is an Audemars Piguet.
Okay, yeah, that's what I couldn't respond. He did say Audemars. Look, I didn't want to try to
AP is the short the short version of it. Yeah.
Like, I'm assuming it's a really expensive watch.
I wouldn't say it's the most expensive, but it could be a little pricey. Yeah.
Okay. Well,
I mean,
one
it's
of the
about
guys
30K.
he said, ladies, this show, he's rich. Then we have LII said, be honest, you are looking for a stepmother.
A stepmother?
I guess for your children.
My kids are damn near grown.
So
I have a 16-year-old. Yeah, I have a nanny as well to take care of stuff in my business. And I mean, their mom is also in their life as well. Let's not forget that. So even though I have full custody, I'm not looking for a stepmom. Now, if you are in my life and we get close, obviously, you'll probably be around my kids. I would like to have someone that's positive and that would be a good mentor. But stepmom, my oldest is about to be 17. My youngest will be 12 in a couple of days. We're past stepmom period. They were 3 and 6, something like that, sure. But at this level, absolutely not.
LII, I guess he told you. LII. All right, let's continue.
Yeah, sure.
Did we do your deal breakers? We did, right?
Yeah, I don't think I probably answered them all, but I think I answered as best as I possibly could. So.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You got stumped. Okay, do you want to add any more before we move on?
Yeah, I guess that's all I can think of right now. Yeah.
What about does she have to look a certain way?
I tend to date taller women. So, like I said,
how tall are you?
I'm 6'4".
You're 6'4".
Mm-hmm.
Woo, child. Now, if your DMs wasn't gonna go up, now they definitely gonna.
It's important. I live in Virginia Beach. I think you're a HU grad, so you understand the cost of living in Virginia Beach.
It's very cheap.
Virginia Beach with a 3,000 square foot house on the water? Nah, baby girl, that ain't cheap. Not out here.
Well, I live in LA, so that would be cheap.
We live in LA. Yeah, it'd be cheap. I used to live in LA too. Like, it's cheap compared to LA for sure. Significantly cheaper. Yeah,
but okay, I understand. So, but you dropped that I date 7 figures women, which are millionaires. What happened with them?
Yeah. Very busy lives, transient. Like I said, I lived in LA, lived in Seattle.
So basically, guys, I just wanted to play a little bit of that for you, and I put the link up there so that you guys can go back. But one of the interesting things that I found in this video is that this particular man has deal breakers. Well, he's still working through his deal breakers, but he has standards. And this is something that I mentioned the other day about men having standards these days. I don't think men have exercised their standards, in my past experience, okay? But men are drilling down, it seems, more and more on what their standards are. And one of the key things that I heard was him and his baby mother, his ex-wife, still have a great relationship, but he has full custody of his kids, right? So when you meet a man like this that has a house, 3,000 square feet, living on the water, is looking for a partner, when you look at him, do you see him as a viable partner for you? That type of man, right? Think about it. Like, a lot of us are like, we want our men to take care of their children. We want our men to be responsible. But then when I ask myself, well, this is because I'm going from the age that I am. Do I want to be with a man that has full custody of his kids and their little kids? I don't know. Right? I don't know. Right? So sometimes I wonder if we talk ourselves out of being in relationships that are healthy because, some of the stuff that we're not willing to deal with. That's a tough one, but he seemed like a really, really good guy, right? Based on the interview. So when I say, do you guys know what your standards are? Do you? And are you navigating your life based on those standards, or are you shelving those standards just to be with someone, right? Do you understand what your deal breakers are? Do you? Good morning, Hillbilly. Do you understand what your deal breakers are? Because when he was asked what his deal breaker was, he couldn't really answer that part other than he is not interested in dating someone atheist. So for me, that was a key thing for me because it made me think, Raw, you need to understand where your standards are, and you need to understand where your deal breakers are, right? And I think if more and more of us understood our standards and what our deal breakers were, and we navigated through our life with these, then maybe some of us can avoid some of the pains in the relationships that we are onboarding in our lives. Oh God, that's a good question. Ansel has a question. Question for the women in the chat. Would you date a man that was gay or bi then changed? Would you? Valerie said no. Who else want to answer this? Who else want to answer this? Valerie said no, but this question could be to men too. Would you date a woman that was gay or bi then changed? But let the ladies answer this first. Ansel said no. Valerie said no. Sorry, Ansel. Anybody else? Pat said change to what? Debbie said no. Anybody else? Beyond saying no, why wouldn't you mean lives that lifestyle or dabbed? Either one, Shirley. The question is, would you date a man that was gay or bi and then changed back to being straight? Pat, I'm assuming changed to being straight. So far I got no's on here. Fancy. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't date a man who was gay or bi and then decided, well, bisexual, they sleep with men and women, so they don't have to necessarily change, right? And there are some bi people that when they date, they can be monogamous, right? I know women that date bisexual men. And in some cases, they are monogamous, right? When they're with the woman, they're with the woman. When they want to be with a man, they're with a man. But for me, I wouldn't date a bisexual or a gay man, because in the back of my mind, I know I could never give him the other aspect of the life that he might crave. Now, he might not crave it when he's with me, but it'll be in the back of my mind. So no, that wouldn't work for me. I wonder why no one grabbed him up. He seems dry. Would love to know. The guy in the video? I don't know. Brandilla, think about what you're saying, right? They could be saying the same thing about people like us, right? When we walk around and we say we're single, but we got great jobs, we got, great education, we got great, personalities and shit like that. Men are looking at single women that got their shit together and saying the same thing. Why the fuck isn't no one grabbing you? Maybe because he has requirements, right? And maybe he sticks to those requirements, and maybe it's hard for him to meet someone that fits his requirements. Being financially stable is attractive, but I think leading with your money and things is a yellow flag. True. Valerie said, I think professional established men have standards. They have high esteem. They are not going to settle for less. They've worked so hard to get where they are. Cheryl said, I know some who were raped, abused, but didn't subscribe to the lifestyle. That's different, Cheryl. right? We're talking about, I'm assuming Ansel is talking about people that are actively living in the bisexual and gay lifestyle and decide to change. We can't we can't hold someone responsible for them being sexually violated, right? Beyond their control. I mean, when I was young, I used to hang out with this girl. I'm not gonna mention her name. And she humped me once. And I didn't understand what was going on. It's a true story. And I told this story on here once before. She humped me once. She was like, just lay here. And she humped my leg. And I was like, what the fuck is going on? I didn't know what was going on. I was about 10. You know, and it didn't make me, well, I mean, I dabbled in women from time to time, but I don't know. I don't think that that had any impact on it. Okay, Ansel, that's what I thought. Like Donnie McClurkin, for an example, Ansel. I'm not saying anything negative about Donnie McClurkin, but Donnie McClurkin came out many, many, many years ago and said he is no longer attractive sexually to men, right? He's been healed. God has healed him, right? And there's a couple of other people out there that's telling that same story. So this is what I think Ansel is talking about. Men or women that have been navigating in the gay and bisexual lifestyle for most of their lives and then turns around and decides that now they want to fly straight. Now, in society, men accept women who are bisexual or gay and decide that they want to enter the heterosexual world. Men don't have a problem with that, right? Because in the back of their minds, in my opinion, I feel like they hope that she bring a girl home with her. But for women, the question is a little bit different when it comes to men. A lot of women, in my experience, and the women that I know, a majority of them will say no, they will not date a gay or bisexual man. What's the reason? I know what my reason is. I gave my reason. But what's the reason y'all would not be open to dating a man that was gay or bi and then changed his lifestyle? What's the reason? And so I agree with that. Overseas. Brandillis, I mean, actually, I was watching, y'all watch Court in the Act with Tammy Roman. She has a new season in now, and there's an episode that I cannot wait to air where this is a situation that's happening. There's a woman arguing with her significant other about his sexual activity with his male friends. And she kept saying she is tired of sharing him with his male friends. And he said to her, well, you can leave because when I met you, I was sleeping with men and you knew that I like men. You knew that I was bisexual. And she said, yes, in the beginning, I dealt with it, but we have been in a relationship for some time and I'm tired of sharing you. Now, that was just the preview of the upcoming episode. And I was saying to myself, damn, this is exactly why I wouldn't get into a relationship with a bisexual or a gay man, because that's my biggest fear. Like you just gonna be taking your ass on the outside. Literally, right? And when you sign on for that, do you have qualm to complain when your significant other has the urge to go do with another man? Yep, Fancy. Valerie, what was that movie that aired with Janet Jackson? Was it Colored Girls? And her husband was sleeping with men and gave Janet Jackson AIDS. Or was that Why Did I Get Married? Was that Why Did I Get Married, or was that Colored Girls? Which one was that? Valerie, because this is the shit that happens. I think I would like a person as a friend before looking for standards. Shit, maybe some of my standards might change or compromise. Good point, Shirley. But but what are your standards even in friendship, right? We don't only hold standards, I hope, based on significant other relationships, right? We should be holding standards based on our friendships as well. No? Well, that's how I felt, Fancy, right? That's the risk, right? Fancy said, well, in that situation, she kind of wrong because she knew. Not saying she don't have the right to change her mind, but she needs to let him go. That's what I said. And that's what he said. He was like, well, you could pack your stuff and you could leave because this is my house. And I'm not going to stop. Be careful what you guys are signing up for. Because sometimes people that don't have standards, they try to develop standards in the midst of the relationship and it fucks shit up. Yes, why did I get married with Janet? Okay. Right? This is the shit that fucks it up. And this is why I have the conversation. When I'm sleeping with someone and when we get to the point when we're not sleeping with protection, I fucking let people know. Soon as my cootie cat itch, burn, look a little funny, okay, I'm coming for your ass. And if I got some shit that ain't going away, you and I are together. Me and you are together. Fuck it, that shit. I the fuck? Right, wasn't it from Color Girls, Debbie? I thought that was from Color Girls. But I could be wrong. It was either one of them. Brandilla said, I knew a man who was homosexual. He was never comfortable with it. Tried to marry a woman. It didn't work. Got a divorce. Started dating a man. Ultimately committed suicide. It was sad. That's sad. That's sad. Years ago, we did have more and more suicides committed in the LGBTQ community, right? Because people were hiding, right? They could not come into the light. That was the phrase they used to use when I was growing up, coming into the light. They didn't want to come into the light because they didn't want to be judged, right? You know, it's almost, this is just my opinion. Don't come for me, Shannon Sharp. Okay? I ain't got no damn money. But I feel like personally, Shannon Sharp's video, to me, and this is just my opinion, I feel like that was done on purpose because there has been so many allegations against Shannon Sharp and his sexual lifestyle that I feel like that video was leaked to make us, to show us that he actually sleeps with women. Because how the fuck do you go live by mistake? In order to go live, you got to go in your phone, hit the thing, select go live. Like, it's a lot. Like, that's not like butt dialing somebody. So I don't know. That was kind of weird for me. True, Brandilla. That is so true. I think people who are very religious struggle with their sexuality more. There is so much emphasis put on conformity versus accepting who you are. I agree with that. And I think that beyond religion, society in general has this conform mentality. The same way, like when people say, can you change and stop cursing? What are you asking me to conform to? Right? You're asking me to conform to your comfortability, right? Not thinking that you're asking me to stand outside of my comfortability. Like, how dare you ask me to conform to something that is not me? So I get it. You're right. Society in general, and more so from a religious aspect, society is always asking people to conform. That's why I always said, and will continue to say, do what works for you. Like I said, I know people that date by men. I'm not even going to talk about the men that date by women because they do it. They like it. But by men, that is their business. Personally, I would not indulge on purpose. Like, when I say on purpose, I would be with a man not knowing he's bisexual, but as soon as I find out, I might exit stage left, because in my mind, if you cheat on me and it's a man, I ain't gonna be able to deal with it. I'm not. It was for Color Girls. I thought so, Brandilla. I thought so. I know she was in Why Did I Get Married, but I thought the HIV scene was in Color Girls. What is the platinum rule, Hillbilly? What is the platinum rule? I forgot to bring my water in here. What's the platinum rule? That's what I want to know. What is the platinum rule? And so I think it's scary too for someone to ask for trust in a relationship and they met cheating. Oh! That's a good one. That is a good one. When you enter a relationship under the umbrella of cheating, but then ask this significant other for trust and to be responsible and to be monogamous. How dare you expect monogamy from a person that you met under the disguise of cheating? This is probably why I could never take anybody serious that cheated with me. Because I'll be like, How they want to be treated? I like that. Obviously, pay attention. They'll show you how they want to be treated. Right? They'll definitely show you how to be treated. How to treat them. That's a good one. That's the platinum rule, is to treat others how they want to be treated. I agree with that, Val, in my opinion.
Everything's okay. I just want to make sure everything is safe. I love your mom. Your mom loves me. Just want to make sure. Are you good? Dada never did nothing to anybody, right? Mama never did nothing to me. Dada never did nothing to mama. No, I love your mom. Your mom. How do I make your mom happy?
I said it was Colored Girls. Hillbilly said with the golden rule, if I like to be slapped, I should slap you. Oh, right. The golden rule you're saying is the phrase where we say treat other people how I like to be treated. That's the golden rule. The platinum rule is to treat people how they want to be treated. Got it. That's what I say, Brandilla. I'm having a hot flash. That's what I say. He did it so people wouldn't think he was gay. Because he was like, let me put this dick in you. You my Michelle. That's what he said. I watched it and listened to it 4 times. I was like, he made sure to let us know it was a woman. And he made sure to let us know that he was in a pussy. Why? Why do you think, if that is the case, Brandilla, why do you think he needs to prove himself? Like, that's the other thing. Why do people feel like they have to prove their sexuality? Like, this is what I go back to society and I say, we try so hard to conform to society that it puts us in positions to do stupid shit, like trying to prove that we are something other than who we are. That to me is weird. Fancy said, who was thinking Shannon was gay? I have never heard that. People thought he was gay. Yes, ma'am. It's everywhere. They're still posting pictures up until, if you go look on the Shade Room, Fancy, they posted pictures of him at the games, always with this guy. And yes, they've always said Shannon gay gave off gay energy, right? I don't know if he's gay or not. I don't know the man, but that's what they were saying. And so I don't know. To me, it was like, oh my God, how do you go live by mistake? Thank you, Debbie. Where Fancy been? She worked too damn many jobs. That's the problem. Thank you, Debbie. And they were. Fancy said, why though? Obviously, Fancy, are you not watching him on a regular basis? The fuck? Because, baby, they definitely say, let me see something. Oh, wait, the Shade Room. I'm trying to see if I can pull it up. They report on shit so fast. Or maybe the Shade Room didn't report on it. Let me see. Let me see. I can't find it right now. But it was just circulating around. It was just circulating around social media. You'll see it again. Brandon said, I've heard that people think he's gay. I never thought that. Maybe metrosexual. I saw a collage of pictures with him attending games with the same guy. Oh, yeah. They use that to insinuate he's gay. That's the post that I was looking for. I thought the Shade Room reported it, but I can't find it right now. Ansel said, where are the lines drawn in platonic relationships? I don't want my girlfriend spending more time with someone else. That's a good one. That's a good one. Where are the lines drawn in platonic relationships? That's a good one. That's a good one. That's a good one. Anybody want to answer that? Pat said, I guess gay men are always going to be in competition with us and more bitchy than us. Where are the lines drawn in platonic relationships? You want to give us an example, Ansel? Okay, I mean, you could still be a fan. He didn't do nothing wrong. This is his private business. This is the thing. I feel like if the video was leaked to try to dead the rumors that he is gay, Shannon, I feel like you don't have to prove that to us. Because I mean, people should be able to live their lives the way they want to live their lives, right? And I don't really care whether he's gay or straight. I don't have any plans on dating him, so it don't matter to me. Right. Hillbilly. Say that shit. Say that shit. if I'm not welcome to go, she isn't either, and vice versa. Okay? Platonic friendships. If you find that your significant other is hanging out constantly on platonic relationships, okay, hanging out constantly, and you're never invited to the party, to me, that's a flag. I don't know if it's yellow or red, but it's definitely a flag. Drake concert and you're not going, and you're not invited, but he is going. No goddamn way. I would be upset. There's no damn way you are going to a football game, a basketball game, or any type of concert with, well, I mean, no. And I'm not invited? Debbie said, I think when it comes to relationships, it's important to remember we don't possess our significant others. They were individuals before us. It's important to trust who you are with. That's true, Debbie, but if you're never invited to the party with these other people, then that's weird to me. Exactly. Lines are drawn with sex, period. Pat, I agree. I agree. So Debbie and Fancy are behind the scenes texting me as they always do. So y'all know that I'm going to Jamaica for my birthday, right? These MFs, this is why I love them, right? They said they were going to celebrate my birthday with me. And I never get my hopes up high because a lot of times people disappoint me. But these two motherfuckers, they already accepted their travel proposals and have already paid their deposit. So Valerie, we need to go and I need to go and accept my proposal and pay a deposit towards this trip. I got to go look at the proposal today. Now that I know you accepted it, Valerie, I'm going to go in and accept mine and get some money down on that trip because baby, Fancy and Debbie are behind the scenes already. So I love that. We're going to have a great time. I'm excited. All right. And so guys, I have to wind down. It is 10:08. I need to go focus on work. Today is Friday. And so with that, y'all, I bid y'all a farewell until Monday. But always remember, the message that we read today is I am enough, right? Stop letting people try to mold you into something you are not. If you continue to allow yourself to change to make other people feel comfortable over and over and over again, you can slowly lose who you are as a person. I've been there before. And so learn that you are enough. Whatever that is for you, you are enough. Okay? That doesn't mean that you know everything. Okay, it just means that you have trust in your abilities to navigate through everything that comes your way in your best ability, moving as your authentic self. That's what that means. And I am committed to moving through my life as my authentic self, right? And I have learned that the people who get to know me and love me for who I am will accept me for who I am. Okay? And those that don't, I'm okay with it, with love. Okay? That is the message that we read today. Okay? Hillbilly, as a constant reminder, stock up on food. The clock is ticking faster. Now, for me, I'm going to stock up this weekend on some canned foods and some rice and stuff like that. I'm going to start buying canned corn, canned vegetables, all kind of stuff, rice. And the reason why this is becoming more and more important, and Hillbilly has been telling us this for about a year, right? The reason why this is becoming more and more relevant to our lives, right, is because every day I go on social media or I turn the news on and I hear that something else has been recalled. Just as late as the other day, eggs was recalled in some of the Midwest states, right? Because of listeria or some kind of bacteria being in the eggs. And what they're finding in these warehouses is mold and mildew and, unsanitary conditions for whatever reason. I don't know what the reason is, but Hillbilly has been on this and telling us this for a really long time. Stock up on your food because food out here is getting crazy. And I've moved away from eating a lot of canned foods for many, many reasons. But we got to go back to that because, baby, I've been buying turkey spam. I'm going to get some more. Like when it's on sale, I buy turkey spam. I buy corned beef hash. I buy vegetarian beans, stuff like that. Rice. Now, I know a lot of people don't like to store rice because they get those little mealy bugs, but, put some peppermint leaves and some bay leaves and shit in your cabinets to avoid from getting those little mealy bugs. Listeria equal piss, E. coli equal shit. Just saying. Yes, Hillbilly. So between listeria and E. coli, I work in corporate America and I've witnessed people go into the bathroom and not washing their hands. So imagine people that are working in these warehouses and factories that are managing the food and they don't have good hygiene habits. We are trusting that the food that we are purchasing is good. Like I have even started, like my steak, I didn't always soak my steak in vinegar and lemon before I cooked it. I used to just rinse my steak and salt it down real good. But now I soak that shit in vinegar for a minute and then I turn around and soak it in lemon juice for a minute. And I know some people might think that's weird, like for steak or whatever. But I do that because I don't know. I just don't be trusting shit anymore. It's very, it's very disheartening. Now, the one thing I don't think that I would ever try, and I said I don't think because I don't know, is canned bread. Like canned bread, I don't know, and canned chicken, like chicken salad, I could do that. But like certain things in a can, I just cannot do. Right, Hillbilly, great question. Do you think a field worker walks out of the field for a bathroom leak? Neither does the hot dog stands in New York City. When people be going to the hot dog stands buying hot dogs and shit, where the fuck do y'all think these motherfuckers are using the bathroom? They pulling them hot dogs out of that dirty hot water and putting it on that bun with their pissy and shitty hands. And they are. So y'all be safe out there. But anyway, y'all, it is Friday. Oh, this week I'll pay a deposit. Yeah, I'm going to go on and look at my deposit too. I got to go see because the last time I looked, I thought the deposit was big. Did Debbie and Fancy answer me? How much was their deposit? They haven't answered me. Debbie and Fancy, how much was the deposit? Shit. I got to go check. I just been so busy. I just can't keep up with my own damn self. Right, Hillbilly, I would imagine canned bread is nasty. So I'm not buying that. I'm not getting that. I might need to learn how to make bread, right, with some flour and some yeast and some baking soda and some shit. You would think the pandemic would make people aware of hygiene. You would think, but I don't think so. I don't think so. All right. So, Valerie, you and I have to pay our deposit. I'm going to go in and do mine this weekend and secure my ticket because I got to do that, right? So, I got to pay my deposit. But anyway, y'all, I'm going to bid y'all a good weekend. Today is Freestyle Friday. Be safe over the weekend, whatever it is you do. Remember the messages that we read here on a day-to-day basis. Remember that anything that you're going through, if you see me and I see you, we woke up and we got blessed with another day to navigate through this thing called life, right? Stay strong. Know that you will come from the darkness and into the light. And if you don't believe that and you're feeling, afraid, just think of all the other times you walked through the darkness and you were brought into the light. Hold on to that, knowing that you will see the light again. All right. Oh, you gave a $50 deposit. Okay. I need to go in and do my shit. All right, cool. Anyway, y'all, peace and blessings. I'm going to send y'all out with my song. Even though I didn't bring y'all in with a song, I'm going to send y'all out with a song because you're going to get the whole song today. No matter how low, you can still what?
Even when you feel low, you can still go.
And you can.
Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go.
And I don't. This is Coffee with Friends, and I am Roy to the bone. Come back Monday, y'all. Be safe and move with peace and love. Get this message on the way out.
Go. Hustle hard, hustle every single day. I'll be making moves till I'm buried in my grave. To the system, I don't wanna be a slave. I've been doing shit my way, or the highway. And in the driveway is a nice range. Cause I grind through the climb, I invite pain. You never hear me, bitch, nah, I don't complain. Just gotta flip the switch and you can go and obtain anything you want, anything you need. Your mind's got the key ingredient, it's belief. They deceive with the negativity, but I just slide right by that energy.
What?
Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go.
I never answer,
No, man, I still
and I fucking don't. Hey!
go, 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 go.
Huh?
Go, 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 go. You got a mind, but even that could change. You can flip the gray matter like some batter in your brain. That's why I say,
Fake it till you make it, eh?
and if you play that game, then you just might make a change. Rearrange all the bad to okay. Take the worst.
I do too, Valerie.
Take the best I say and put them on the stage.
Yes, Hillbilly, the platinum rule. Hey, never slow yourself.
Down, you can do some more. Push past, start a pain, and you find a door. Open it up, and finally explore everything that you thought you could never do before. And even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go.
And I don't. Peace, y'all. I'm out. The platinum rule it is. Treat people how they want to be treated. And I'm out, y'all. Peace. Hey.